If you want to stop wasting time and get closer to your dream art style, this video is for you. I'll show you exactly what I did to overcome my own brain rot so I could draw more, draw faster, and stay consistent. My name is Long, and I'm a young artist sharing everything I learn on the way. So let us dive right in. Learning art can be difficult for many reasons. However, there's 3 changes I made to the way I approach my art that have helped me so that I can learn a lot faster. We're gonna go over all of them right now. I'll tell you what they can do for you and exactly how to adopt them into your life. And just for the record, by wasting time, I mean literally wasting time. I'm not talking about taking breaks, having fun, or taking art at your own pace. That's good. So if we want to create a drawing habit, we have to make it easy, because any friction means less chances of actually sitting down and drawing. Our job right now is to reduce the amount of thought between us and art, and for that we need a plan. A clear set of instructions that let you take action immediately, and it's easy to repeat. It's nothing fancy, just pick a couple of exercises according to your long-term goals. I, for example, want to draw cool characters, so I have to do a lot of gesture drawings. And within those gesture drawings, I set small goals for the session, like trying to keep proportions realistic or making sure every shape is facing the right direction. These kinds of things are small, but meaningful enough to make us feel accomplished. So even if you don't come up with something cool every day, it still feels good to try. Planning is nothing new, but skipping the daily guessing lowers the barrier of entry so much that it's hard to procrastinate. It only takes a couple of minutes a day if at all, and it sets you up for so much. No need to overthink either. You can always revisit your plans later, add or remove things. It made a huge difference to me. Now that I've told you what I do to draw more, let's talk about drawing faster. It's hard to make much progress when we can't really pay attention, but we can only control so much when it comes to the world. So if we want to use our time for what we actually want to use it for, like drawing, we need to improve our focus. This does take some time, but thankfully it's really simple and you only need a couple of minutes a day. I will give you the raw science and the technique that worked for me. Let me introduce you to meditation, a breathing technique that helps your brain remember. Oh shit, I should be doing something else. Set up a short timer. 2 or 3 minutes are enough at first. Close your eyes and do this. Focus deeply on your breathing for as long as you can. Try to avoid thinking of anything. Just feel the air come in and come out. After a few seconds, you will get distracted by a thought or a noise. This is fine, there's no shame. Just catch yourself drifting away and focus on your breathing again. Repeat the process until the timer is over. This might sound boring, and it kind of is, but it trains your brain so that it doesn't fight you as much when you want to work. The way I like to think about it is that it makes your inner voice that tells you to do the right thing a lot louder and harder to ignore. Your inner monologue will no longer be as numb and muffled from all the dystopian tech we were born into. And this of course manifests in other areas of your life. You can be more present to have better conversations with people, find joy in smaller things, and make better decisions overall, which results in having more time for art. I noticed how now I experience a bit of hesitation before grabbing my phone, and that's really all it takes to avoid wasting a lot of time. It's kind of the opposite from the last point. We remove friction between us and art by planning ahead, and we add friction between us and our bad habits to avoid them. Again, it might sound boring, but it can save you so much time in the long run. So please give it a shot. Try to lump it in with an existing habit so that it's easier to maintain. I like to do it right after stretching, but you do what works best for you. And now that I've told you how to set up more productive art sessions, let me tell you how I keep wanting to push myself. You probably know by now how exhausting growth can be, especially if you're trying to build a social media platform, since it stops being just about making what you want, but also putting on a show for people to watch. But there's 2 things that help me keep going during my weak moments. Solution 1 is make an art friend. I'm lucky enough to have caring friends and family. They are supportive, but we can't really relate that much when it comes to art. However, I recently met a friend who is also a dedicated artist. I can speak for her, but sharing my journey with someone who is in the same boat is energizing. Every time she shows me some of her new work, I feel pressured to create something new as well. But it's not the bad kind of pressure, it's true motivation, kind of like a healthy competition. I can't really offer you a Discord community at this time, since I'm more of a lurker in every group chat, But what if you don't want to talk to people? Well, that's where solution 2 comes in, borrowing from others. True passion can take many forms, but it's always inspiring. So try to invest yourself in the love that other people have for their crafts. This is something that social media is actually good for, putting cool people in front of you. Look at the most passionate people you know about, and it might awaken something in you like it did with me. And this ties into the final point I wanted to bring up. I can't speak with too much experience about this, because it's something that I'm still working on myself, but it's about how sharing your art with the world makes it a better place. I'm not an expert in anything. I still have a long road ahead as an artist and as a content creator. But a lot of you have told me in the comments how both my art and my videos have inspired you. And that's a great feeling. I felt like I was never going to be ready to post my first video. But the only thing I regret now is not starting sooner. Your art might bring the spark someone needs to light their fire back up. But anyways, the TLDR is: set small and specific goals for yourself to make starting easy. Meditate to have an easier time achieving said goals. And invest yourself in other people's love for their craft. Here's how my final drawing looks again. Check out the video where I show how I designed this character if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.